suspended rec in Adamawa says he never regretted announcing Aisha Binani Dahiru as the winner of the governorship election in the state. Hi, welcome to what's happening. This are the top 10 stories. At number 1, the suspended resident electoral commissioner in Adamawa State, Hudu Yunusa Ari, says he never regretted announcing Aisha Binani Dahiru of the All Progressive Congress as the winner of the 2023 governorship election in the state. In an interview with BBC Hausa, he stated that he didn't collect a penny from the candidate. Ari denied ever going into hiding, adding that he wrote a letter to INEC and disclosed to the electoral body that the police invitation had become mandatory for him to honor. It has also been disclosed that Yunusa is finally in police custody. At number 2, the organized private sector of Nigeria, which includes several business associations, has called for the immediate reversal of the recent excise rate increase, stating that it will have a negative impact on the economy and businesses. The group opposes the increase and believes it is unwarranted and ill-timed, calling for it to be reversed. They argue that the manufacturing sector is already facing numerous challenges, including limited access to foreign exchange, inflation, and difficulties with power supply and taxation. At number 3, the House of Representatives has asked the Minister of Foreign Affairs and the Chairman of Nigerians in Diaspora Commission to give a briefing on the difficulties faced in evacuating Nigerians stranded in Sudan. The National Emergency Management Agency officials have also been invited. The evacuation plan has been facing problems due to interagency rivalry, and the Nigerian officials had claimed that $1.2 million is required to evacuate 3,500 Nigerians via Egypt. At number 4, the Special Advisor to the President on Media and Publicity, Femi Adesina, has said that creating jobs for citizens is not the responsibility of the government. He has explained that the government's role is to only create an environment that enables job creation, while the private sector takes on the responsibility of creating jobs. Adesina also clarified that he couldn't recall President Buhari giving a specific figure for the number of jobs to be created, but rather a percentage of the joblessness in the country. At number 5, on Tuesday, members of the Abia State House of Assembly voted to impeach their Speaker, Honorable Chinedum Oji. The details of the impeachment are unclear, as the situation has not been addressed officially as of the time of filing this report. It was gathered that 18 out of 27 members of the Assembly carried out the impeachment. A motion for the impeachment was moved by Chukwudi Akbugo and seconded by Oke Igwe, both of the People's Democratic Party. At number 6, the driver of a bus rapid transit vehicle that collided with a moving train in Lagos State, Oluwaseun Osinbajo, has been charged with manslaughter. He appeared before an Ikeja High Court on Tuesday to face 16 counts of involuntary manslaughter and grievous harm brought against him by the state government. At least 6 people died in the accident and several others were injured. The director of the public prosecutions accused the BRT driver of negligence. At number 7, the Nigerian Army is taking steps to support agriculture, particularly in poultry farming, in order to contribute to the government's food security policy. The Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Farouk Yahaya, spoke about this at a workshop organized by the Nigerian Army Farms and Ranches Limited, focused on poultry management. NAFAO was established to involve the Army in government agricultural programs and to expose them to the full value chain of agriculture. The workshop aimed to reinforce the Army's efforts to provide sustainable agricultural programs through effective farming and ranching. At number 8, President Buhari has asked the Senate to approve the appointment of 6 federal commissioners for the RMAFC to fill vacancies in state. The president also appointed Abike Dabiri-Yerewa for second term as the chairman of Nigerians in Diaspora Commission. At number 9, Uganda's parliament has passed a new version of the anti-gay legislation, despite calls from President Museveni to revise the bill and criticisms from Western governments. The legislation criminalizes acts of homosexuality and allows for life imprisonment for offenders, with repeat offenders potentially facing the death penalty. Although lawmakers clarified that identifying as gay would not be a crime, they retained provisions that could lead to severe punishment for those engaging in same-sex relationships. Finally, at number 10, Antonio Guterres, the head of the United Nations, had a second day of discussions with world leaders about how to handle Afghanistan's Taliban leaders, despite warnings from the Kabul government that the talks could be counterproductive. The Taliban government recently banned Afghan women from working for the United Nations, leading to the UN putting their relief operations in Afghanistan on hold. The talks involve representatives from countries such as the US, Russia, China, and European donors, as well as organizations such as Pakistan, but not the Taliban government itself. That's all for today. See you next time on What's Happening.